Alright, in this video we're going to talk about some of the aggro mechanics and how to ball the Yeti. So for the Yeti bosses, there are two things we want to keep in mind. The first thing is going to be whether or not the group contains a melee Yeti or a warrior Yeti. And the second thing is going to be whether or not we have good aggro. To check if we have good aggro, we're simply going to just grab the group when it's not stationary. So right now if I were to grab the group, it would be bad aggro as it wouldn't be moving. But once the whole group is in patrol, it's considered good aggro. This will extend its leash slightly and give me a bit more pull range and make them easier to control. The next thing we want to watch for is whether or not we have warriors, especially in that first group. Warriors will stay in combat with us, extending the leash of the enemies, making it a bit easier for us to pull them and give us a little bit more leash as well. When combining these two things, we are able to pull the Yeti significantly further than we would without. We're just going to touch the aggro of the boss to where we first aggro him. And then we're going to back up and make sure that we get all of these Yeti into this little corner here. We're then going to pull the rest of the Yeti backwards into the rest of the other Yeti. And then lastly, we just bring the melee to the center of the ball here. And that creates a nice ball for either your finisher, for your dervish to spike, whatever you're doing. For the ritualist boss group, same thing. We're going to check to make sure we have good aggro, but we're also going to check to make sure that the Yeti boss actually has a warrior in its group. The reason being is without this warrior, this boss will become incredibly difficult to pull. For that reason, I'm going to show you two different pulls that you can use, one with the warriors and one without. Simply get good aggro of the enemy boss, and because it has a Yeti warrior, we can do a simple pull. But I'm going to show you if it didn't have a warrior first. All you're going to do is you're going to pull him until you can get him to the cliffside. We're going to try to ball all of the Yeti on the cliffside. As you see, they stack up nicely right there. We then simply would bring the warriors to that ball and spike as necessary. The next ball is a little easier to do and only works if you have a warrior. But all we're going to do is bring them around the mountainside. And as you can see, they stack up nice here as well. This pull is faster and easier to do, but it does require a warrior to be in the group. To spike, simply stand your warriors between everything, and you have a nice little ball. For the monk cave, the goal is going to be to try to stack everything on top of this little, bump here. We want to watch for bad aggro, but we also just want to watch to make sure that the groups that we're pulling are even worth pulling, as many don't pull into good situations. Am I stuck? No. Okay. So a lot of these lower groups, even if you do manage to pull them, they're just not worth pulling because it's just one or two enemies. You just need to pull the main group back, or the first group back, and then simply pull the rest forward. Watch out for traps on your way back, as these rangers love to put a bunch of traps down. And as we move forward, you'll notice that they'll inch towards that little bump. We want to be careful, as if we go too far back, they'll go too low and then be split. As a dervish, this is the point where if you need to heal up or get some energy back, you can feed on these warriors as you're safe from vengeful weapon. Now that they're balled up, we just bring the melee back. And this is where you can spike. If you wish, you can create a ball on this, although it is usually faster just to take each group one at a time because of how far away they are. However, if you do manage to get a good timing on it, you can easily pull these first few groups and this patrol as long as you get good aggro on it. You can also get this little hallway by getting good aggro. And then to ball, simply pull them into this hallway. They won't follow the whole way in. However, they'll follow in just enough for you to cover this little hall. And that's all we need for this example. And there's our ball.